Hey, Mike Healy here, and I am so fired up to show you this ninja lead technique. It's kind of a tip for you, but I'm telling you, it's going to blow your mind because it's so cool and it's so cheap. It's going to rock your world. That's why I'm wearing a Def Leppard t-shirt, anyhow. But what I want to do is I'm going to show you my screen, show you exactly what I had set up. It's kind of going to go in line with what I was talking about or what you clicked on. But here's the cool part: is think about the power of being able to get your message in front of the right person at the right time about the right thing in their inbox, specifically in their Gmail inbox. Okay, now a lot of people overlook this. Some people don't even do anything with it, but I've figured out this stuff for years and years and years, and this is why if an opportunity comes up, or I need to, if I'm helping a company or whatever, this is one of the most powerful and cheapest ways to do this. Because right now I literally am getting daily leads, daily people looking at this that are interested and targeted for pennies on the dollar. Like literally, $10 a day is what I've got one of my ads going on. And I'm gonna show you all that in a second. You're gonna see exactly the format and how it works, and kind of how you can put it together if you want to. So we're gonna go to my screen real quick because I got a quick review for you on a couple things that'll get your wheels turning, and then we're gonna rock this out, okay? So let's go to my screen. So this was a PowerPoint I did I created this PowerPoint. I did it a long time ago in the training I did, and the question in kind of the first slide was how fast do you think you could earn money in your business if you had 10 to 20 interested people wanting to talk to you about what you had to offer? Better yet, what if you had people enrolling that you never even talk with? And then I gave some stuff out. I was explaining that, give a man a fish, feed him for a day, teach a man to fish, feed him for a lifetime, told a story. But this was kind of the thing, is if you think about it, if you could get 10 leads per day, 5 days a week, it's 50 leads per day, 50 leads per week, it's 52 weeks, that's 2,600 leads. 2,600 leads and only 5% close is 130 new reps. 130 new reps times the average fast start commission of 90 bucks is 11 grand all the way. What if this was automated? Real quick, I think this is important to cover this. Is what I'm going to show you is simply this: is if you use data to drive a lot of your decisions and you figure out that there's easier ways to do this, okay? There's easier ways to get your message in front of people quicker, more efficiently, almost set it and forget it kind of thing. It literally almost becomes a license to print money, because if you could, if I said to you, for every dollar you give me, I'll give you $2 back, how many dollars would you give me? Not very hard to figure out. You'd give a bunch to me, correct? So watch this. So throughout that is boom, boom, boom. Let me go to some stuff, and I did it kind of talked about myself, and in old school networking specifically, like I'm pretty good at networking. In the old school, it's you go to the meetings, you drive around a lot of places, and I have no problem doing all those things. But in the new school way that I figured out is I leverage these platforms: Google, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram primarily. And I've got case studies and stuff like that on this stuff. But these are just things of, this was one company I did. My inbox was just flooded with congratulations, you have signups. And not just leads, but congratulations, you have signups. In fact, I've had in many cases where I've done this exact strategy and some of these other strategies that I have people that are enrolling with me before I've even talked to them. So I'll get the congratulations from the corporate, email that says you got a new enrollee, and then I'll end up talking to them. So it's kind of insane. But anyhow, so basically I did this. If you want to watch that presentation, you can go to, I think it's MikeHealyTraining.com/webinar. I think that's it. If not, you can always touch base with me on that. So what I want to show you is simply this: is we're going to go to my inbox. So we're going to go to my inbox, because I fall into the category of a person that I was searching for with my ad. And my own ad actually popped up in my thing, which I hoped that would happen, because I want to see how that experience is. So in my own personal Gmail account that I do everything in, check this out. We're gonna go to my screen, is right there at the very top, and you can see that, Mike Healy, new company launch, and you're invited. Okay, so I'm running an ad, something like that. Now watch what happens. When I click on this, it opens it up to where I have a nice colorful image that I made on, I think I made this image. You can make images on like Canva and things like that, or if you just don't want to do any of it yourself, you can outsource it to Fiverr. But watch, so new company launch and you're invited. Mike Healy helps launch a new company. It's always a big one. Now what happens is if somebody clicks on this, I'm going to show you what happens when we click on them, because all I'm trying to do is get one action done. The headline, is something that maybe got their attention. Now let me go back a little bit. Here's what's so cool is when I set up this campaign, this ad in Gmail, right, through Google Ads, what's really cool about it is you can put in different things. You can put in keywords that you were targeting, meaning if you put in a keyword, in a lot of cases, if somebody in the history of them having a Gmail account or anywhere really online has typed in the word networking, MLM, companies, launch, you can kind of do those. It would fall into that audience that my ad would show to. Okay, so I'm targeting the right people that have the right interest. I mean, how many times have you called people, strangers or whatever, and they like and that kind of thing, and it hurts your feelings and all that. So I'm using very, very low dollar amounts to drive traffic to massive amount of people very, very quickly. That kind of thing. So check this out. We'll go back to my screen. So if somebody clicks on visit site, all I'm having them do is go here and opt in. Now the nice thing about this is if I go back, what I see is when they click on this, that is a click. That's a click in my account. But then when they go here and they opt in, they opt in. It's a real simple page. It's all it is. Mike Healy launched exactly so the pictures match, the images match, and so on. Now now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take you into my ads account and I'm gonna show you how much I've spent, cost per click to get to this page, okay? And then I'll tell you how many of the conversions have happened. All right, so let's go here. So if I go to my inbox here, I've got my Gmail and I've got launch. That's just the name I titled it because I know what I'm doing. I only have a budget that I've run for $10 a day, and I've only been running this campaign for maybe a week and a half, okay? So if I kind of scroll over, impressions means how many times that Gmail ad popped up for somebody. So 1,100 impressions. So 1,100 times that my name with you're invited, the new company launch, you're invited, came up in their inbox, and there's 231 clicks. 231 clicks, okay? So over here you can see I'm literally only it's only costing me approximately 20 cents a click, okay? So the average is 20 cents a click, and I've total only spent $45. All right, think about this. I spent $45 at 25 cents a click, and what's happened is I think I've gotten probably from this specific campaign, I think I have 50 people, 50 to 60 people that have opted in to look at to go look at that information, which is actually a good percentage. That's the kind of the percentage I'm looking for. So I know I've targeted the right person, that they not only were the right person to click, but they then got there. So I weeded through 231 people. So 1,100 people, think about this, 1,100 people for $4,500 saw my ad with my headline. Then 231 ended up deciding, hey, I want to click on this and see what it says. Then there was about 60 people that said, I'm willing to take a really good look at this, okay? So then they looked at it, and then I think from that, I have enrolled in, I think it's been about a week, and this is not all of my enrollments, but just from this ad right here, I think I've enrolled about, I think it's about 15 or 20 people, okay? Because it's pretty constant. And each one of those, based on the amount they come in, I will make a fast start anywhere from 50 to I think it's 110 on that. Okay, think about that. So if you have that right there is a license to print money, but it's a way to get leads that nobody's thought of. Okay, it's like, and it's so cheap, and it's just people just take it for granted. I mean, why do you think I've been teaching this stuff on my YouTube channel, on my Facebook page? I've offered this, some of my stuff for I got courses. In fact, I'm going to show you that. But this is so powerful. So think about this: right place, talking to the right person about the right thing, finding the right interest, and it's all automated. I literally set it and forget it. I go in pretty much on a daily basis. I kind of look to see where my numbers are, see what my audience is, and I can do different things. I can replicate that ad and target a specific, keyword or a handful of keywords, or I could go in and target people that have interests in certain websites out there. You can actually target people's websites of what, people that like go to a big website, very popular traffic website. You can target them. You can target them. And it's insane, okay? I just find this stuff fascinating. But last thing, I'm gonna go back to my screen, is if you want the details on how this all works, if you go to MikeHealyTraining.com, at the top there, you'll see it says store. And I do have tutorials on this, okay? You'll see that I have a Google Ads Mastery course right here that I've sold a lot of these because people start to see that this makes sense. I got a Facebook ads, a YouTube ads, and I use all these. But the best value is this bundled course that has all of them in there, and so on. And I even have a Facebook mini ads course on this page, and I'm probably going to add some other ones on here. But here's what I'll tell you kind of in closing, is you need to, if you want to be a professional in this industry, you've got to learn other ways to generate leads, but not buy. I don't like to buy leads. I used to, because it goes back to the saying, I think you saw the slide, is, teach a man to fish, or give a man a fish, feed him for a day, teach a man to fish, feed him for a lifetime. And I just found it fascinating many years ago that I could do this. I saw some people, I watched some ads coming up, and I was like, man, that was a targeted ad. Like, I clicked on that person's website and like, I'm looking at another ad already. How in the heck did they do that? And I just took the time a little bit to figure it out. And I think that's the one thing that I bring to the table that is one of my strengths, is I've always been able to take something complicated and make it simple. And that's why my courses have been so, so well in selling, I guess you could say, and people have enrolled in these courses. And I've had people send me messages saying, hey, I got promoted to a pretty high level all by going through and learning your stuff. So I just woke up this morning, thought it was kind of a cool thing to see that right in my inbox. And I was like, man, I gotta tell some people about this, because if people really understand this and they start to learn this, it's incredible stuff. So thanks for your time. I appreciate it. Hope you got something out of it, or at least got your wheels turning. And you have a great one, and I'll see you on some of my other videos. Thanks.